Clear screen, clear screen, clear screen.
Delete porn, delete porn, delete porn.
Oh no, I emailed all my contacts. I changed my profile image.
Oh no, I did that thing. You want to just clap it in? Just do it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
let's clap.
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We are here tonight to talk about Friday the 13th, the series, season 1, episode 18. It's called Brain Drain. If you are watching these via a certain upload, this episode and the previous episode got flip-flopped in their titles, so just be sure that you are watching the right one. And this is your only warning. If you want to watch it before we talk about it, go do that now and then come back. You're back. Welcome back. Let's chat.
Hey, all right. How's it going?
Are you asking me or are you asking the people who can't answer?
I'm asking you, dumbass.
I'm fucking great. I'm amazing. I'm on fire is what I am.
Just like the title?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right.
Just all right? You had that red light therapy. It fixed you up. It made you like a superwoman. You're like the biotic woman.
Josh, that was days ago. Look, I'm wearing a different shirt.
But I'm saying, like, aren't you still feeling the amazing residual effects?
Yep. That's it.
Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. The neighbor's cats, which I found out they have 5. I can't imagine.
One neighbor has 5 cats.
Uh,
How big a home do they have? Are they
not.
indoor, outdoor? What's the deal?
Nope. They're all indoor, and they've managed to put holes in all the screens of their windows.
Mm-hmm.
So every time
because they're trying to get out so badly.
Yeah, because it
the
smells
place is
horrible. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
The cats themselves are like, I can't deal with this level of toxoplasmosis.
It doesn't affect me the same.
Me insane. I choke on hairballs on the daily. I don't need this shit.
I don't need to smell my piss all goddamn day.
Ugh,
like,
oh
seriously.
My god. Jesus.
I can't fucking imagine. Yeah, they keep escaping and going into our yard, and they're the sweetest cats. I'm not a cat person, but sweet, sweet cats. And then I'm like, well, I guess you live in our yard now because I'm not going to talk to my neighbors.
I did some international pet sitting, and I met some very cool cats around the world.
People or actual cats?
Cats.
Cool.
There's Oscar and Otis in Berlin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's Shadow and Phoenix. Shit, what were their names? Paris.
Pierre.
Anyway.
Margot.
Cats, am I right?
Totally. Why is my head always so much bigger than yours?
Because you got a big old melon.
Much like today's
show.
show.
You wear?
No. I stopped wearing hats with dead birds on them years ago.
With dead birds on them?
You don't know about the dead bird hats? From like the 1800s?
Tell me more. Tell. Yeah, I'm going to pretend that I don't know, but for the sake of our audience, please fill me in.
So ladies had these very elaborate hats.
This part I knew.
And they had hat pins that were very long because stuff. And to decorate them, they taxidermied birds and put them on there. That's all I know.
Wait, are you saying they taxidermied birds for the hat or for the hat pin?
No, for the hat. I just threw the hat pin in.
Crazy pin,
right? I'd get that hat pin.
So you had taxidermied birds on hats that you wore. How many different hats with taxidermy birds did you wear?
I could only afford two, but this is what, like 150 years ago. I don't even remember where they went.
Okay, go on.
No, I don't want to. Oh,
How
look.
did you wait? Did you have like the original box that the
I
hats?
I was it was all a lie, Josh. It was just a fun little joke that I said that wasn't
Oh,
very funny.
oh, I was
Sorry.
taken in.
Sorry.
So you're wearing an alien shirt
How would you know?
because you just showed us.
Oh, it's I'm
You just
I'm
showed.
wearing the background of this show.
Nice green screen joke, friend.
Thank you.
So that's like the communion style alien,
Mhm. You know, the basic generic
right? The Close
stuff.
Encounters alien,
Mhm.
the emoji alien.
Yep.
I have a friend that's working on there's going to be a new alien movie.
Is it going to be a good one?
I don't know.
Neat.
Find out. Friend's working on it right now. Hope it'll be good. I want movies to be good.
Me
They
too.
usually aren't, but I want them
No.
to be good.
Good movies are good. Bad movies are good too sometimes, but
Yeah,
not as
bad movies are
good.
good too sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're better.
Yeah.
Which brings us to this fucking episode. Not the best, not the best for many reasons.
Why does he have so many huge, complicated, cursed items? Where was he putting all of these furniture pieces?
Well, you got to remember there was like a giant elevator
Oh,
for moving all
right.
this stuff around. So,
I,
plus, like, there's enough space in the store for there to be a vault in the basement, a store on the ground level, and ample living quarters for both of them upstairs.
okay, but let's.
Possibly Jack lives there too. Do we know
Yeah,
where
I
Jack
don't.
lives?
I don't know. He does live there, but also doesn't. I think Ryan's room is a chair outside of Mickey's room. I don't.
Hmm.
I'm confused about the whole situation. But the store has no room for furniture to sell. They can barely walk through all the bullshit they have in there. Where does the freight elevator go on each level of that storefront? I've never seen an elevator door on any other floor.
Also, are they buying and selling things at this store? Like the only thing that we've heard about is Ryan reselling his comic books immediately after he reads them.
And apparently it does well enough to where he has to pick up a new shipment every week or
He's just
month.
getting the new issues, dude. Wednesday is new issue day.
Yeah, but then he's reselling them.
Right, because he zips through them and he needs some pocket money.
Is it a comic book store, not an antique store now?
He's a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so this episode, the cursed antique is called a Tressinator.
Yeah, it is. Trustomaniacs. Let's go at it. Let's do it. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, so you've got a machine where
I mean, it's not called that, but yeah.
it's called, right, they mispronounce it the Treffinator, but it's really the
Trepin.
Tressinator, obviously.
Obviously. It's not the Trepanator. Like, shouldn't it be the Trepanator? Is
Why?
for trepanation? Is trephination something?
I didn't do any research on this.
I didn't either.
Uh
I just
because
figured you would know.
no, I don't know anything about this one. So they've got some quack medical equipment that a guy at the museum owns because he likes to collect, you
Quack
know,
medical equipment.
quack medical equipment.
I get it.
The idea of it is that it drains the intelligence from one person and transfers it to another person. This guy
A dream.
happens to be doing research on a guy who's got an incredibly low IQ and doesn't seem too happy about that fact.
Does he live at the museum? That
I guess so.
okay.
I think just as our main characters live at the store, everyone on this show just lives in their workplace.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
Um, Also, okay, so the way that this Tressinator works
Uh-huh.
is it's like an ornate wooden double chair scenario
Hmm.
with crazy straws that attach to the base of your like
Basically, it's like the first version of an adrenochrome simulator or succonator that takes adrenochrome out of the subject's uh, what's that called, brainstem, and then inserts it into the person who wants the adrenochrome.
so what you've got here in this episode is
Uh-huh.
basically Lawnmower Man about 5 years before the movie Lawnmower Man came out.
Oh,
I don't know if
nice.
you remember that one.
Vaguely.
It got a lot of attention for having what at the time was considered cool computer graphics. And even back then, I was like, this is
Bullshit.
unwatchable.
Yeah, it was. It was terrible. The graphics, anyway.
So it's sort of like a Flowers for Algernon type thing where, like, this low IQ man steals the brain power of the scientist who's been studying him. And then that guy is like a zombie dummy guy who wanders off into traffic. And now the
Is that
test
what
subject,
happens?
yeah, that's what happened. He died a month before Jack, Ryan, and Mickey showed up on the scene to investigate. The test subject guy is now just draining other intelligent folk who think
Was
that they're better than he is.
was he German before he did that?
No, I think that when there was a German guy and he
He.
drained the
Uh-huh.
German guy,
Hmm.
and then he had a bit of a German lilt.
A bit of. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he really, really had that a lot after that. He really took that and ran with it. Okay, go ahead.
However,
Uh-huh.
this lawnmower man bullshit,
Yeah.
that guy, all the people that he's draining,
Mm.
that's the B story. The A story is Jack spots someone in the lobby of the museum when they first arrive. It's his old fiance,
What?
Vi.
What?
Yeah, a woman
What?
that he was
No,
engaged to.
you're mistaken.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. They're giving us clues right away. They're like, because he's talking about how he's old at the beginning of the episode, and he feels it. He used to be able to play football all day and then dance all night. And then when he runs into Vi, she's like, I would know that beard anywhere. That's the clue that they were giving us.
See? So obvious.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Jack's still gay.
thank you.
Yeah. Jack's still gay.
He can be bi, that's fine, but he leans a specific way when it's not vi. Hey, that kind of
She says the
rhymed.
beard is grayer, but still a turn on.
She's talking about herself, is what you're saying, and I dig it.
Anyway, they get reacquainted really fast and re-engaged
In a day.
in a day.
I'm fine. That's fine.
So they were engaged, and then she had to like fly off to Kenya to do studies as like she's a linguist or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want to go there and drop his life. But then when she asks him like, have there been other people in his life, he says yes, but like they didn't want to keep up with my travels. What was the problem with going to Kenya then if your whole life is about that?
I thought that I was going crazy. Like, that makes no sense. Just go to Kenya. Like, it's not like you have to be there forever, and you would probably love Kenya. Just fucking go, dude.
What are you doing that's so important?
Right, nothing. And as soon as she leaves, you said that you went all over the world and traveled. Well, you just fucked yourself because you could have just stayed with her and traveled the world. Meh.
Well, maybe she was only going to Kenya and he
Fine.
didn't want to be nailed down in old Kenya town.
Who does? But you go on day trips. You go over there. You go over there. You come back to Kenya at the end of the day. How's it going? We're married. I'm happy. Hello. What? Jack. I think he just had a little bit cold feet.
Yeah, Jack,
For obvious reasons.
can you give this another shot?
Oh, fuck, dude, that was good.
No, that was horrible. I can't believe that. Thanks.
No, I was good. I loved it. There was some weird acting in this episode.
Yup. Yup, there sure was.
By everyone. Everyone. Like, there's a scene where they're, like, basically trespassing in this museum, and a security guard comes up and he's like, hey,
all right, you two up against the wall, and grabs them both and shoves them up against the wall.
And also looks very reluctant to do so at the same time, but very forceful. And I don't think that's what security guards would do at that situation.
It's weird. This show, like, consistently has no police, but it does have security guards.
Yeah. That's the only cop that's nope. ACAB on them too. Who knows?
These guys are just trying to make tuition money, working the graveyard shift. It's night at the museum, chasing around
mummies.
Some dimwits that broke in, and all the mummies.
So many. Mickey's got to hide in a box with the mummy, because where else are you going to hide?
Right. Whose skeleton was that?
Josh.
Why am I asking questions for which there are no answer?
Well, it's a mummy. It doesn't matter. It's old and dead.
But it was like not a wrapped up mummy.
Right.
It was just like a skeleton.
Yeah. Like a straight standing up bog mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The charred remains of a once living person.
Hilarious. Oh, and that same scene, right before then, Ryan is crouched behind some very slatted crates that you can see right through. And old boy has a spear, and he's like, oh, I know they're around here somewhere. He's looking straight at him. When they show his view, you can see clearly there is no one hiding behind those boxes, because you would be able to see him completely. That made me crazy. Because they cut to commercial to add suspense. They come back. No, he's right there. Why are you not spearing him right now?
There's something else in this episode we haven't mentioned yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brain. It's a brain in a jar.
Yeah, but barely shown. Like, I kept forgetting it existed.
Totally. It was a brain that was somehow alive and learning.
Uh-huh.
It was being taught stuff by the scientists that work at the museum.
That's a crazy museum. I mean,
it wasn't explained well. I don't know what the deal is with this
museum.
It
wasn't the point. Viola was the one that was going to teach the brain to talk. I don't know how we could hear it
one day.
How? Was it a computer program? How is it talking? How are we getting brainwaves into verbalizations? There was no esophagus. There was no vocal cord. There was just brain.
I think it's kind of like in the Steve Martin movie, The Man with Two Brains, where, if you're tuned in, you can hear the voice.
Oh, so it's psychic?
Kind of.
Nope.
Goodbye, scum queen. What was that? Oh, just some scum queen. Why don't we watch that great work of art?
Okay, it's been like literal decades since I saw it last, so sure.
Directed by the great Carl Reiner.
Huh. I remember the first and last time I watched it as a child. I was disappointed that it was not The Jerk.
The Jerk is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by the great Carl Reiner.
Yep.
So I was a little kid when that came out, and then his very next movie, Steve Martin's very next movie, was called Pennies from Heaven.
Oh, what a
I don't know how
disappointment.
familiar. I mean, that's not what a little kid wants to see.
No.
And even as an adult who is like really into this, like how do we explain what Steve Martin, the great artist, was doing? He's taken these postmodern ideas of like Depression Dust Bowl era music and lip syncing to them in this fantasia that was not a comedy. This guy was fucking swinging for the fences.
God, I don't remember. Okay, I remember that movie existing.
It's a musical, but it's all original recordings that he and the other characters lip sync to.
I just remember being like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, I think broadly speaking, the audience said, this is not what I signed up for. And then I think it was a few years later and a few movies later, he took another stab at another postmodern kind of thing with Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid,
yeah,
where he edits lots of old film noir in with himself. And he sort of plays the straight man, setting all of these other characters up to make jokes that they didn't really make. It's amazing.
Again, I don't remember it at all, but I remember it existing, but...
Oh my God, it's so fucking good.
It sounds completely up my alley, so I need to go and find it again.
I mean, do you want to see Steve Martin with Humphrey Bogart?
I mean, I want to see Steve Martin. I don't give a shit about Humphrey Bogart.
Do you want to see him give one woman a puppy and another woman a bag of dog shit?
Yep.
So anyway, Steve Martin's not in this episode of Friday the 13th, the series, for some reason.
Oh. Why are we talking about it?
Because we're two wild and crazy guys.
I'm not a guy.
We're two wild and crazy
Pirates.
thems. What did you say?
Pirates.
Pirates. We are smoldering pirates.
That's right.
The smoldering pirates.
Yar.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, longtime listeners, Letterhead super fans? We are the Smoldering Pirates. You've been press ganged into service. Check out our merch on onfiretonight.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. Get yourself a coffee mug.
Nice, dude. High five.
High five.
Yeah.
Kapow, kapow.
What were we talking about? A show or something?
Yeah, so Friday the 13th, the series, starring Chris Wiggins as Jack Marshak, Roby as Mickey, and John D. LeMay as Ryan.
Is Chris Wiggins still with us?
I don't know. It's a good question. He keeps complaining about being old in this show that was shot 35 years ago.
Right, he was like 30.
Right? He's younger then than we are now.
Hell yeah, he totally is. What was I going to say about this damn episode?
I don't know. Wait, are you wearing a wig?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, me too.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Thanks.
All right. So Dum Dum is a smart guy now. He's killing
and smart
everybody.
Guy is a dum-dum who wanders off into traffic. They all sort of wander off into traffic.
Yeah.
He does the crazy straw effect to Vi and Jack.
They have to get there quick before it happens, but they're too late. They get there and they're like, wait, he could be anywhere. Hey, how about you look in the fucking lab, you idiots? He could be anywhere.
Just check the Tressinator.
That's what you're
Ladies and
looking for
gentlemen,
anyway.
We've got a Tressinator on this show.
That's right. Woo.
You should have crazy straws.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what?
That's your problem. Don't make me solve every problem. God damn it.
You
I'm
made
not
the
paid
problem.
To do emotional labor like this.
You created the problem, Josh. You can at least give me the solution.
I did create the problem. And then I turned on you.
Went out the door backwards while smiling.
So Jack, crazy with grief and with a gun that he's just found, he attacks dummy / smart guy, and he's like, all right, which chair do I put you in?
And
We're
then
gonna reverse the situation.
Viola is now a dummy and stumbles into them both and breaks it up.
She literally just walks into them. It's wonderful. It's the best thing that happens in the entire episode.
It was
by
so
a long shot.
Absolutely.
By a wide margin.
Okay.
Her just stumbling in is amazing.
Settle down.
I can't settle down. I'm taking my shirt off. I'm getting heated.
Oh my God, at least leave your pants on, Josh. No.
I will not do
that. So meanwhile, Ryan's like, well, we gotta stop and get them in the thing and get her, and then they're gonna do a switcheroo. And Mickey's like, I can't support that. That'll kill him. Okay. Where are you standing here? Where are you standing here, Josh? Your option is to let your fiance die or your friend's fiance die and let this murderer go free or whatever. Or do you do the switcheroo?
This show has already laid the groundwork for like every single one of our heroes has killed before on this show.
And kind of nonchalantly sometimes.
Yeah, like they just brush it off and go on with their lives.
Yeah. But
so the idea that Mickey or anyone would be like, oh, we shouldn't do this doesn't even make sense.
No. You can actually save a person, and then you can actually save a person. And then the fallout would be the murderer is dead. I'm not going to be too sad about it. I don't know if I would have the guts to do it, but I'm not going to be too sad about it. But the plan is thwarted by Viola, who makes the brain smarter, I guess.
Yeah, in the wrestling match that ensues, the crazy straw goes into the brain. And so it makes the dummy a dummy again. And now we've got a super smart brain, and we're not going to have any follow-up with that.
Nope.
It's just stuck in a jar.
Yep.
Not doing the world any good. Or itself. It's in prison, and now it knows it.
Yeah, and it has no one to work on it to make it not sentient or whatever. I don't know how you solve that.
Like, how is the brain going to solve its own problems?
Maybe it could. It could probably talk now.
Hey, idiots. No, over here in the jar.
But the glass is broken. Maybe it shriveled up and died because it didn't have water or something.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Oops.
Sucks for you, stupid sentient brain.
Also, there's like, there's a complicated moment because before the wrestling match that leads to the crazy straw, the guy is like, you can't reverse the process. Part of her is alive in me. That's the best you can have now. And I think that's like an idea worth exploring way more. He just says that, and that's like we should take that to be true and real because he was speaking with a German accent, et cetera, like he didn't just like drain the life force. He has their personalities, he has their memories, he has their knowledge.
Yeah. The bottom line is this should have been a two-parter for the fact that the fiance was there at all. Like it should have not been so short. I want to explore that idea because then like it wouldn't be weird if Jack hooked up with a dummy because he's hooking up with Viola. It's not gay.
Oh, wait. No, it's gay. He's
No,
gay.
no.
We've established it's basically canon at this point.
Yeah. But for 80s audiences, it's not gay.
Oh, it's kind of like in Ghost when like Whoopi Goldberg
Uh-huh.
and Demi Moore are like,
Yes. It's not gay. No homo.
okay.
I mean, it's totally gay and we love it. But for 80s audiences, it's not gay.
Well, we don't get that.
No.
Nobody
I thought
gets
that we were. I thought we were because he was like, hey, Viola's inside of me. I know all about your penis. You know that's what he was implying. Come on. Let's not be naive.
It would have been hilarious if there was like a two-parter episode and the second part is just the two of them in a room talking about, I know all about your penis.
And it's a threat.
Is that a threat or a promise? You decide.
Yes.
So anyway, somehow I guess they get the crazy straw machine out of the museum.
Oh yeah, we didn't even see that happen.
I guess. I don't know.
They probably
presumably.
They've got to have a freight elevator at the museum.
Right. So that happened.
Yeah, and that was the epilogue, basically. Yeah, it was weird. Anyway. Yeah, I think that was like I don't know what they call those things. The pamphlets at a funeral. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's like a death card?
No, it was like a brochure, like when you go to the Dells. But instead of like super fun attractions, it's somebody's biography and pictures of them. You know, one of those.
Wait, was there a thing like that at the end?
Uh-huh. Because at
For her?
and the epilogue, they're like, well, that sucked. Well, see you later.
And so how did she die?
Of being dumb, I guess.
I guess they all just wander into traffic?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't explain it all unless it said so in that card and I couldn't read it. But I don't think it did. But she did. There's no way she could ever survive because then she would be part of the show, and that is never going to happen.
Right. Jack, a man of his honor, has to marry her despite the fact that she's now like a zombie.
A dum-dum.
I lived the nightmare. I married a dum-dum.
It hurts to be dead.
That's from Return of the Living Dead?
Yeah, the
lady zombie.
Yeah, the Citizen Kane of movies. Yeah.
We have referred to both Shaun of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead as the Citizen Kane of movies.
Well, I keep it going because I first heard it from you saying it about Return of the Living Dead, so I will never let it die ever because it hurts.
It can't die because it's undead. Guys, that is all the time we have for this episode. Thanks so much for joining us. Check out our merch on onfiretonight.com and come back for more On Fire